Unemployment rate here in Florida is hovering at 12%, 10%? 12%. How can we bring jobs back to Florida, and how can we have them stay?
Well, Javier, one of the key reasons I'm in this race is that, in fact, unemployment from the area that I come from, Ocala area, is 15%. Down here in Orlando area, it's about 13.5%. You know what? It's not where it's not that high in Washington D.C. when it's running about 4%. The solution has never been government. The solution is not that government gets out there and creates jobs and gets more people in government coffers. We can't sustain that. The answer is to absolutely cut the red tape for businesses. Be able to work to make sure you reduce government intrusions and impediments in the free market, and then also you reduce their taxes so that they can invest more, and that means putting more people to work. That's the solution. We understand that in Florida. That's why I serve on the Economic Development Committee, and that's exactly what we've done in Tallahassee with many of our incentives for the film industries, for the Space Coast industries, and for just general businesses. And we're trying to put people back to work here in Florida. We can do that here in Florida. We must do that here nationally.
Well, staying on the issue of jobs, illegal immigration, I believe it takes away a lot of American jobs. How do you feel about illegal immigration, and do you feel that amnesty is an option?
You cannot have a substantive conversation about immigration if you're going to continue to have porous borders. The first thing we must do is we must seal the borders. Even if you were beginning to deport folks, if you don't have a sealed border, they'll be right back in the very next day. And so the answer is you must seal the borders. Secondly, you then must take a look at those that are here and how you responsibly deal with them. We're a nation of immigrants. If we want to give someone an opportunity, they must go through the process, the legal process. Amnesty is a violation of the rule of law. We cannot have amnesty under any circumstances. They must be able to go through it. Now, if they want to come back through and go through the right process, we should be able to check them out, see if they've come in here to prey upon our citizens and to commit crimes against our citizens. If that's the case, they're gone, and they do not come into our state or into our nation. And so there can be a process. There's a legal process. We need to make sure that that's put in place so that we can actually protect our citizens and protect our nation.
So you support the Arizona immigration law?
Arizona immigration law was simply a state saying they're actually taking what the federal government is supposed to be doing, and they're actually putting in an implementation state or process. So yeah, the answer is I think that Arizona, certainly as a sovereign state, they have the right to make that statement about what's happening in their state.
Now, why do you feel you can beat Congressman Disgracen?
I'm glad you did call him Alan Disgracen. Because not only do I have the experience and sort of the demeanor and the personality, but I'm a pit bull. And when it comes right down to it, Alan Grayson's going to need somebody that's going to come right after him. Somebody told me the other day in one of the national presses that he has said that he is going to eviscerate and to destroy whoever runs against him. Well, that's not really an exciting thing to hear about if you're talking about it you being personally. But the reality is, I'm not going to let that bully back us down. And he is a bully, and so we're going to try to come right after him. Here's what Samuel Adams said, one of our founding fathers. He said that before you ever elect someone to public office, they should first have experience, training, proven virtue, and demonstrated wisdom. I've served at the local level. I've served at the state level. I own my own business, so I know what it means to be a small businessman in this environment. And I want to take that, this is a calling to me to go to Washington and to engage, not just to take out a bad guy, Alan Grayson, because we can do that, but also to go up there and to infuse the new energy that's going to come into Washington. I believe it's coming from all over the state. On the Senate side, my good friend Marco Rubio is demonstrating that as running for the Senate, and on the House side, I'm running that same way to go up there and to impact the U.S. House of Representatives.